Carlos King has reportedly sent a legal notice to Kimmi and Maurice Scott, and there are also loud claims online that LaTisha and Marsau have been fired. In this script, I will lay out what people are saying, what we can check today, and what this could mean for the show and for the couples involved. I will keep the words simple and the story clear, so you can follow every step without confusion. I will also keep the focus on facts we can verify and clearly mark things that are only claims or guesses. The goal is to give you a full picture from start to finish, with calm, careful talk, not hype. First, let's talk about the main claim. Many posts and fan videos say Carlos King has sent a legal notice to Kimmi and Maurice. A legal notice is not the same as a lawsuit. It is a letter from a lawyer that says, here are the issues, here is what we want you to stop, and here is what we may do next if this does not change. It is like a warning before a lawsuit. If this claim is true, it means there is a real problem between the producer and the couple. But it does not mean there is already a case in court. It means there is a dispute that may be solved with a reply, a private talk, or a change in behavior. It could stop there, or it could turn into a bigger legal fight if both sides do not agree now about the second claim. Many posts also say LaTisha and Marsau have been fired. Fired would mean they are no longer part of filming, or their contract was not renewed, or they were told to leave the show. But here is the key point we can check today. Recent promo for the new season has shown the cast and the storylines. Those promos include LaTisha and Marsau, and also show ongoing issues for Kimmi and Maurice. That does not line up with the fired claim. It suggests those two are still central to the season and still on camera. So while fans may be hearing the word fired, what we can see in the official promo tells a different story. This is why it is important to separate talk from proof. We should keep this in mind as we go through the rest of the details. Let's step back and explain the players and the history in simple terms. Carlos King is the creator and producer. He built the show and shaped its tone and pace. He brings the camera, the crew, and the format that turns private life into TV. Kimmi and Maurice are one of the key couples. They are educated, straight-talking, and often try to keep calm when others raise the heat. LaTisha and Marsau are another key couple. They deal with marriage stress, business moves, trust questions, and the pressure that comes when private moments hit public screens. Fans know them well, and love to debate their choices. For years, the producer and the couples have worked together to make this show run. They all gained fame from it. They all had to share personal parts of their life because of it. And sometimes, sharing personal life on TV brings trouble, because real life is not tidy and editing can make small things look bigger. So why would a legal notice even be on the table? Here are simple reasons that come up in many TV disputes. 1. Contract rules. Reality contracts often say what a cast member can share in public and what they must keep private. If someone posts or says something that breaks the rules, a legal notice can be used to say, stop. You agreed not to do that. 2. Harm to reputation. If someone makes a claim that is false or not fair and it hurts a brand or a person, a legal notice can demand a correction. 3. Blocking filming. If a cast member refuses needed scenes, urges others not to film, or makes it hard to shoot, the producer may use a legal notice to push for cooperation. 4. Money issues. This can include pay, promo deals, or side work that crosses contract lines. Any of these areas can lead to a legal letter if talks fail. I am not saying all or any of these apply to Kimmi and Maurice. I am only sharing the common reasons such letters appear, so the talk online makes more sense. Now let's address the silence from the people involved. When lawyers step in, silence is common. A lawyer will often say, do not post. Do not go live. Do not add fuel. This can look like guilt to fans. But in most cases it is just strategy. Words on live video or a post can be used later in a legal fight. So even if a person feels angry, sad, or ready to clap back, the smart path is often to be quiet and speak only through a lawyer. This may be why you see fewer posts or more vague captions. Silence can be a shield, not a sign of fault. Let's talk about how the fans see this. The show has a strong fan base, and fans talk non-stop on social platforms. When they see tension, they read between the lines. They look for clues in a caption, a like, an unfollow, or a short clip. That can turn small hints into big claims. Some fans feel the producer pushes conflict too far. Some fans feel some couples hold back too much. Some fans think editing paints the wrong picture. All of these views are normal in reality TV. They create a swirl of opinion. But opinions are not proof. We need to separate the noise from the news. When you hear legal notice, it is fair to ask, where is the proof? Has a major outlet or the people involved posted a clear statement? As of today, most talk about a legal notice comes from fan channels and gossip pages, not from official court filings or verified press reports. That matters. What happens if this legal notice is real? The first step is a reply from the couple's lawyer. That reply might ask for more time, ask for proof, or push back and say, we disagree. After that, both sides may talk in private. Often, they can settle the issue with a clear plan, delete a post, avoid certain topics, or agree on what can be filmed. If they agree, the letter did its job and the issue cools down. If they do not agree, this can move toward a lawsuit. A lawsuit is public and slower. It can hurt both sides because it drags things out and keeps the story in the press. So even when both sides are mad, they may still prefer a private fix. What would this mean for filming? If a legal notice asks someone to stop certain posts or topics, filming might adjust to avoid those areas. If the dispute is about blocking filming, the notice might push the person to show up on set, or it may warn that pay can stop if they refuse. If the dispute is about reputation, the letter may ask for a clear on-camera statement to correct something said earlier. None of this is fun. But this is how TV and contracts work. It is business first, even when it looks personal on our screens. Now we return to the fired claim about LaTisha and Marsau. Here is the simple truth we can stand on today. The latest season promo shows them. The storylines tease stress in their marriage and their work. If they had been fired, we would not expect to see them in new official clips. Could they be moved off the show later? Any cast member could be dropped or could leave at any time in future seasons. But that is not the same as being fired now. Right now, the show still features them. So, the fired claim does not match what we can see with our own eyes. Let's also look at timing. The new season comes after big changes. One of the most talked about exits happened earlier in the year, and that set a serious tone for the future of the show. When a big name leaves, fans look harder at what remains. They watch how the producer shifts the weight to other couples. They ask who will carry the story. In that context, rumors grow faster. People read drama into every move because the show is in a sensitive phase. That is normal when any long-running show enters a new chapter. But again, what we can check matters more than guesses. What about Kimmi and Maurice in all this? They have always tried to be the calm pair. They work, they parent, they talk things through. But even calm couples feel the heat when the cameras roll. Editing can pull focus to the hardest moments. Fans can judge those moments without the full week that led up to them. If a legal notice really did land in their hands, they would have to balance three things at once: their marriage, their careers outside TV, and the rules of a TV contract. It is a lot to hold. This is why you might see fewer posts or very neutral posts right now. It is not weakness. It is risk control. Let's think about possible outcomes in simple terms. One path: both sides talk, agree on limits, and keep filming. The show goes on, and only a few people will ever know what the letter said. Another path: the talk fails, and we see a public fight. That could bring a new wave of posts, interviews, and maybe a lawsuit. That path is messy and long. A third path: Someone steps back from the show, either for a while or for good, to let the dust settle. That is rare in the middle of a season, but it is possible if trust drops too low. A fourth path, the producer changes how the couple's story is shown, to lower the tension and protect the brand. That might mean fewer personal scenes and more business or family scenes. The show adjusts. Fans will notice, and they will talk, but the machine keeps moving. That it is also fair to speak about power in simple terms. The producer holds the keys to the show. He signs people, sets the tone, and chooses what gets airtime. Cast members have power too. They own their image, they can say yes or no to certain asks, and they can walk away. But in a fight, the producer has an edge because the show is his. That does not mean the cast has no rights. Contracts protect both sides. If the producer breaks the rules, the cast can push back. If the cast breaks the rules, the producer can push back. This is why careful, private talk is better than a fight on live video. The law rewards quiet, written steps more than it rewards loud posts. Now, a word on fan duty. Fans love the show. They care about the couples. But when rumors fly, the best thing fans can do is slow down and check. Ask, who said this? Can I see proof? Do major outlets back this up? A claim that is only on fan pages may be wrong or taken out of context. A claim that appears with documents, clear statements, and solid reporting is stronger. This does not mean we cannot discuss rumors. It means we should not treat rumors like facts. That kind of calm approach protects the people involved and also protects us from getting played by clickbait. Let's map the next few weeks in a clear way. If the legal notice is real, we may see one of these signs: a short, careful statement from lawyers, a change in what the couple posts, or a shift in how their scenes are shown. If the fired claim were real, we would likely see it in a formal notice from the network, or we would see those cast members missing from promos and episodes. Right now, the promos still show them, which is a strong sign that the fired talk is not true at this time. If anything changes, it will show up in official places first, not in random clips with dramatic titles. Let's also talk about care and health. Kimmi has shared real health battles in the past. That takes strength. Being in a legal storm on top of that is heavy. It is the same for Maurice, who balances family, law work, and filming. Pressure adds up. The same is true for LaTisha and Marsau, who run businesses and raise a family under bright lights. When we talk about them, we can still be honest but also kind. There are real people here with real kids and real jobs. A calm tone is not boring. It is decent. That if you are wondering why this keeps happening in reality TV, the answer is simple. The show needs drama to keep going, but real life does not fit easy lines. People get tired. Boundaries shift. Money and pride get mixed with love and stress. That creates sparks. A good producer tries to catch the sparks on camera while keeping people safe. A good cast tries to be open while guarding the parts of life that must stay private. When either side feels the other crossed a line, legal tools come out. The goal is to pull things back inside the lines. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it breaks things. Time will tell which one this is. Before we close, here is the clearest picture we can give today. There is online talk about a legal notice from Carlos King to Kimmi and Maurice. That has not been backed by major outlets so far. There is also talk that LaTisha and Marsau were fired. That does not match current promo for the new season, which shows them. The safest read is this: there is tension, there may be legal letters, but the show is still rolling with these couples on screen. If anything major changes, it will be clear in official posts, press, and episodes, not just in fan uploads. So, what should viewers do now? Watch the new episodes with a calm eye. Listen to what is said on camera and what is not said. Notice if someone pulls back from social media. Notice if legal words start to show up in formal statements. Keep the focus on what is solid. Do not let loud titles drag you into panic. We can enjoy the show, care about the people in it, and still wait for real proof before we judge. That is how we show respect to everyone involved. If you take one thing from this long talk, let it be this: separate claims from facts. Claims can be exciting. Facts are steady. Right now, the facts point to the show moving forward with the couples we know, and any legal step, if it exists, sitting behind the scenes where lawyers will handle it. We will keep paying attention, but we will do it with care, patience, and clear eyes. That way, when the truth comes out, we will be ready to understand it, not just react to it. As we end, remember that this story is still unfolding. Real lives and real jobs are in the mix. We want good TV, but we also want fair treatment. If cooler heads lead the way, a legal letter can become a closed chapter and not a public war. If pride and anger take over, then yes, we may see more headlines. For now, the best view is steady and simple: watch, wait, and ground your views in what you can confirm. That approach helps the audience, helps the show, and helps the people who have to live with these choices long after the credits roll. And with that, we have covered the main claim, the facts we can check, the likely reasons for a legal letter, what silence means, how fired talk stacks up against current promos, what could happen next, and how we as viewers can handle all this with care. Thank you for staying with this full and calm breakdown. Let's keep the talk honest, kind, and based on what is real today.